What up, people? It's Tuesday, October day 27. Paris Games Week is in full effect. I'm Sean Fox at PlayStation News Now, your source of news, rumor, reviews, and video game discussion. So, the Paris Games Week Sony press conference has come and gone. So, let's get one thing straight. You know I'm going to give you this truthfully, right? You know I'm going to give it to you truthfully. No fanboy BS, just so you know. So, what did I think of Sony at Paris Games Week? Well, since you asked so nicely, Sony harped on about PlayStation's 20th anniversary, yada yada, but then swiftly moved on to what the future holds for the platform. Every game besides Bloodborne, Rocket League, Uncharted Collection, and Until Dawn were the only bunch of games already launched that received reasonable applause. Everything else seemed forced, the applause. But they are games that have already come and gone, right? And so Sony glossed over the price drops, which are now in effect in the EU. They were briefly mentioned. Third-party partnerships were mentioned again. Come on, Sony. Black Ops 3 Zombie Mode trailer, a trailer that everybody who really gives a shit would have seen already. And Jim Ryan is not a patch on Jack Tretton. Man, this guy is boring to hell. But this is EU, and dear Jack has moved on. Then more Star Wars Battlefront was shown. Yawn. But hey, Princess Leia looked great, and I must confess, Star Wars Battlefront looks beautifully authentic on PlayStation 4. So, back to Jim Ryan, who looked like a recovering alcoholic, if truth be told. But he then came on and said, making a return exclusively and an iconic character from the 90s, and it was then that I thought for a minute it was Crash Bandicoot. But alas, it was not meant to be. It was yet another Street Fighter V trailer that was shown. So Capcom's Yoshinori Ono took to the stage wearing that really stupid headdress, I don't know what that was, giggling like a schoolgirl and speaking fluent in Japanese at a European event. Go figure. Luckily, a translator appeared before the crowd and I fell asleep. So the new Street Fighter V fighter revealed looked like Dalsim's granddad, wearing a turban, with a further 6 new fighters to be added over the course of a year. Tuesday, 16th of February is the date you can get Street Fighter on PlayStation 4, and I assume PC gets that date as well. Crowd, forces, and applause. Then some bloke named Harada from Bandai Namco, who is confirmed to be appearing in Street Fighter V, came on stage looking like a Yakuza reject, announcing Tekken 7. A new trailer was shown, coming to PlayStation 4, whatever. Next. Anyway, what a stupid segment. A very weak and disappointing opening for Sony at Paris Games Week, it must be said. So then a trailer for Battleborn was shown, and boring Jim Ryan took to the stage yet again to show a selection of PlayStation 4 console exclusives due in 2016. Boundless was shown, looking like an interesting Minecraft mixed with some kind of clay animation. Then Vector, a music-based game with a spaceship flying around, a dodgy electronica soundtrack playing in the background, don't ask. Then there was one of my most anticipated, No Man's Sky, looking even more impressive in a brand new trailer, but very disappointingly coming in June 2016. Oh man. Then Michael Denny came on looking rather chirpy. Wonder what he had to announce. So Sony developer Housemarque are celebrating 20 years in the business with a new game revealed at Paris Games Week called Matterfall, and the trailer looked pretty damn impressive with stunning visual effects. No, wait, that was all CGI? Okay, but still, it's nice to see a new game coming from that awesome team. But then a new Ratchet and Clank was shown, and suddenly my frown turned to a smile. Coming spring 2016, yet still no release date. Moving on, Herman Hulst of Guerrilla Games came on to detail more on the awesome looking Horizon. Pretty much showed the same area of that demo showed back at E3, but the demo showed protagonist Aloy hunting for power resources, using traps and other gizmos to assist against some very dangerous mechanical dinosaurs. Herman pretended the game had crashed during the demo, but really was just trolling the crowd so he could show these towering dinos in more detail and the immense scale this game has. It's looking way more advanced and polished than that E3 build, which already looked damn impressive in my opinion. I cannot wait to get my hands on this action RPG as Sony has described it. Okay, so what else does Sony have in store for PlayStation 4 gamers? Well, Bloodborne DLC got another trailer looking absolutely fantastic. I saw perhaps probably the biggest boss I've seen in a PlayStation 4 game ever. Cannot wait until November to get my hands on this DLC. But I still have to finish Bloodborne. And Drive Club, a trailer was shown, and it showed bikes. Super bikes. OMG, I kind of knew they were coming before the show began, but I wasn't really sure if it was just a rumor. Available to download, surprise, surprise, after the show. So now then, that got a fairly weak applause, but seeing those super bikes in action really blew my mind. I love DC. It's the game that just keeps on giving. Hats off to Team Evo for that. So then Keiichiro Yutinama came on stage to talk about Gravity Rush 2 and showed gameplay footage detailing new combat and a new combat system which now has 2 additional combat modes. One named Lunar Style, equal to light attacks, and Jupiter Style, which is pretty much heavy attacks, along with the regular mode as detailed in the first game. The trailer looked really good. Cannot wait. So then Naughty Dog came on stage to show Uncharted 4. Not another trailer, but the multiplayer mode. And new details with a couple of release dates. March the 18th next year for the actual game, and December 4th this year for the multiplayer beta, which is when it goes live. So the multiplayer, it looked really good. Looks to be following the Uncharted 2 blueprint, which most people preferred the Uncharted 2 multiplayer. And hopefully it will be just as successful with new features, which is great news. You can spawn in buddies for help. And I gotta say, the online looks just as beautiful as the single player and is going to be 1080p running at 60 frames per second. So the Media Molecule were brought on stage to detail Dreams. A live demo showed this sucker has great potential, and contrary to fanboy belief, it is actually a game, not just a series of sequences that users piece together. You can actually create entire levels and share them, just like Little Big Planet, only this is way more advanced. Dreams is on another level entirely. So the demo showed the on-stage player who literally had built woods and a mysterious cabin that you could actually enter, leading into a massive room with a giant mouse-headed man, and all in less than 5 minutes. That's how easy it was to do that. It looked utterly magical and visually has a great art style. Honestly, the visuals wouldn't look out of place on a Saturday morning computer generated TV show. They were that good. I kid you not. The best way I can describe Dreams in terms of making levels for gameplay is a fully 3D Mario Maker crossed with Little Big Planet. It's the only way. By now I was coming to the stark realization that the French crowd in attendance at Paris Games Week was such a drab bunch, it would have taken another French Revolution to move these people. But anyway, Shuhei Yoshida comes on stage, which can only mean good things, and PlayStation VR was detailed with a slew of new trailers. You'd have thought you were listening to a WWE match commentary with esports based rigs shown, and a new title in development. Until Dawn Rush of Blood is coming exclusively to PlayStation VR, a new game made from the ground up and not based on the PlayStation 4 sleeper hit that just released back in August. Then Savat Yearly, I think you pronounce his name Savat Yearly, at Crytek came on stage to announce a world first look at PlayStation VR game, which had a Ghost ripoff straight out of Destiny. Oh, how very original, Crytek. Anyway, the trailer looked absolutely incredible with this Ghost ripoff guiding you through a dinosaur-infested jungle. The dinosaurs were so huge I could only see part of the leg of the dinosaur. The name of the game is Robinson The Journey and looked absolutely awesome. I cannot wait to see more on this game. Other PlayStation VR games shown included Battle Zone, essentially tanks in VR, and VR experiences of The Walk, the movie. You know, The Walk, the Sony Pictures Entertainment movie. Can you walk the walk? And Tekken 7 is coming to PlayStation VR. Wow, I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I know. Anyway. Plus, over 200 other games are coming to PlayStation VR according to Sony. However, I gotta say, Nothing demonstrated at Paris Games Week has sold me on PlayStation VR just yet. But then again, it's still very much early days for the new tech. So far, Paris Games Week is kinda whack, but perhaps there's more to change my opinion. Let's see, shall we? Woohoo! It had to come. It had to happen. It had to change my mind about this entire show. Gran Turismo Sport has been announced for PlayStation 4. They showed footage, looked absolutely incredible. Another level. Yet again, PlayStation 4 has the visuals to make these games, justifiable. So this isn't GT7, but GT Sport. Creator of the GT series, Kanazuri Yamauchi, at Polyphony Digital Sony, came on stage to share details promising the most realistic Gran Turismo to date. He said he wanted to revive the motorsport genre with an official partnership with the FIA, introducing 2 new championships to the GT series, one representing your own country and the second representing your favorite car manufacturer. Series champions of the game will actually be awarded alongside their real-life racing champions. Lewis Hamilton was mentioned on stage, and this guy Lewis Hamilton wins a lot. So when he picks up his next trophy, so will you at a real-world FIA awards ceremony. GT Sport beta is coming early next year, that's 2016, and with PlayStation VR support and a 2016 brand new GT Academy. You can't ask for more. Michael Ansel then came on, or Michel Ansel came on to talk about WiLD. Where the hell has that game been? Anyway, new footage was shown. The main character was shown communicating or spiritually possessing, I don't know which, and actually using animals, taking control of them, such as a giant bear, to traverse the phenomenally beautiful open world landscape. This game was so vibrant and beautiful to look at. You've got to see the trailer. I can't wait to upload something on it. Now, the character also used birds to attack a group of cannibals to reach a sanctuary. He also used a snake in a stone circle to create an antidote, turning the snake into a giant snake woman. Incredible stuff. I can't wait to upload a HD trailer just so you can see it. To think this game is still very much early in development, looking absolutely spectacular. Man, PlayStation 4 really can pump out those visuals. I really want this game. Horizon, Primal, and now WiLD, all on PlayStation 4. Prehistoric is back and in full effect this gen. And now the big one. The big one. David Cage at Quantic Dream Studios revealed that Kara PS3, that demo video was viewed 20 million times. And now, by popular demand, Kara, the android girl, is coming to PlayStation 4, starring in her own game. This new Quantic Dream game is called Detroit. The trailer was shown running on PlayStation 4 hardware, and in the demo or trailer it showed an anti-android world with crowds protesting against them. Discrimination looked rife, hated by humans. Kara is back and this game looks absolutely amazing. My name is Kara. I am one of them. This is my story. This game definitely has a Steven Spielberg movie, Artificial Intelligence. Remember that AI, that movie? It had that vibe going for it, and that's great for a video game. The storytelling narrative is going to be deep. That's how the man David Cage gets down. So that was the Sony press conference at Paris Games Week. It started slow and predictably, but then those 4 incredible games saved. So I'm prepared to rate this conference 7.5 out of 10. If it wasn't for those big guns shown at the last 30 to 40 minutes of the show, this event would have sucked big time. I would have scored it way less than a 5, but I got what I wanted out of it. More Horizon was shown, Uncharted multiplayer looked great, GT Sport revealed, beautiful looking WiLD, the Uncharted Dreams, phenomenally good looking Detroit starring Kara. So that's 5 big games that I love, and maybe 3 of them were completely unexpected and blew me away. But what did you think of the show? Agree with my assessment of it? 7.5 out of 10 score. Is that reasonable? Hit me up in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Until next time, thanks for watching.